I do like that we have, you know, some hidden dungeons, and oh, you can't find these dungeons, you can't even make your way to them until you reach the point in the quest that kind of unlocks them, that reveals them. So even had I tried to come through this way before, I don't even know if there would have been anything here. Well, that's a lot of Varla stones. I know they said that they use this place to store Varla stones, but still, they're all flawed, so it's not even ones that I want. It's not like they're just loading me up on good Varla stones. Well, wait, they still have a value of 1,000, so... Oh! No, they are just loading me up on Varla stones. Yeah! I can still use these. I don't know that I really will. I don't know that I'll ever be able to make use of all of them, but... Man, you can just clean up in here. I figured with them being flawed that they'd be worth less. No, they're worth as much as a regular Varla stone. I'm just gonna grab all these and then I'm gonna get tired of holding them. I'm just gonna be like, hey Audrey, can you hold my 87 Varla stones that I have? I don't know if she would care. I don't know if she would mind. Yeah, didn't necessarily expect it to be that easy, but... No, there's nothing back that way. I wanted to see if there was something, you know, behind the door. Well, that was pretty easy. I have a feeling that Secrets of Varcel is going to be a little more complicated, that it's going to take a little longer. Because I already cleared this place out, this is just kind of a walk in the park. Just, oh, look at that! Nice, easy, just in, out, grab the key, and go back. Optional, show the key to Capitan. I'll go back. I feel like it'd be a good idea to show it to him first.
What is it?
I found this tablet in Sundaheim, along with a lot of Varla stones. Do you want some?
Ah, fascinating. Please, let me see the tablet.
No Varla stones, then?
I can see the concern in your eyes. Don't worry. I won't claim any of those Varla stones for myself.
I mean, I got extra.
This is a more archaic dialect of Aliadun than I'm accustomed to. It may take some time to translate this one. Well, I find translation work rather pleasant, so that isn't an issue. But I won't ask you to stand here for the weeks of work that may take.
Weeks?
Yeah. I hope you find this appropriate compensation for your assistance.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you again for indulging my whims. If I discover anything interesting in my translation of these tablets, I'll be sure to let you know.
Alright, and I did find the key.
Excellent. Then it's time for our ambush. You've been handling matters yourself thus far. Would you prefer to keep it that way? I'd rather enjoy accompanying you on this, but not if I'd be an inconvenience.
You're so polite. Yeah, you can join me. The more the merrier.
Delightful.
You, me, and Audrey.
I'll need a bit of time to prepare. Go on ahead. I'll meet you inside Varcel.
Imagine he just goes, who's Audrey? It's like, oh, that's right, you can't see her, but she's there. What is Audrey? Oh, she's just, you know, a magic talking doll. She's made out of porcelain. She's got kind of like a lacy top on, a skirt. No eyes, terrifying, and really sharp teeth, and, you know, suddenly, Capitan might not want to join me in Varcel. Really, if I just try to explain Audrey to anyone, I'm just gonna come across as a raving lunatic. There you are.
Ready? We've an ambush to spring.
Alright, well follow me. I don't know if this is your first rodeo, but it's certainly not mine. So we just kinda come down here and wait? Oh, alright. So much for an ambush. If anything, I feel like we're the ones who got ambushed, because we just walked into that dead end of a room, and then they just all were like, oh, hey there. That is not the shout I wanted to use. I did not want to use Aura Whisper, it's just that being me, I always forget to swap back when I'm done with my little utility shouts like that. Okay, there we go. I wanted to see if he could take out the final one. I wanted to see if he would manage to kill the final vampire.
Let's not spend longer than needed here. We'll talk back at my hideout.
Alright, I'll meet you there. Now, one thing that I probably should have gotten ages ago, but I actually hadn't really thought of, it came as a suggestion from the author himself, is I got a mod that will prevent Audrey from talking when other people are talking, because we have missed some lines from her because she'll try to talk, like have her commentary while other NPCs are in the middle of a conversation. I'll leave a link for that below. The only thing is that's going to be PC exclusive just because it is an SKSC plugin, so unfortunately nothing we can really do about that on the console side right now. So while he'll immediately appear at Varcel, he does take a couple hours to return to the grottos. So if you come here and he's not here immediately, just wait a couple hours and he should be back.
Welcome to my humble study. What is it?
Well, I guess that's the end of the Voidsucker's plans for Varcel.
Indeed. We should push our advantage before they realize what's happened.
Okay, well, what now?
As I promised when we began this endeavor, we shall strike against the Voidsuckers, and give the vigilance of Stendar a black eye in the process. If you are not yet aware, the Vigil has an undercover agent here in the Old Lands.
Really?
One that sadly lacks our own sense of secrecy. I speak of Ehetsil Thorntaker,
Oh
the
no!
village healer.
He helped me though!
He has been working to help the Vigilants defeat the Daedric powers in this land.
But I like him. He helped me get rid of my parasites. And you haven't killed him yet? I'm glad you haven't.
The Vigilants serve a useful purpose. They cull the thin-blooded vampires, and their presence gives the other mortals a full sense of security. Besides, the Vigilants are just the latest incarnation of an eternal trend. There will always be an organization of impotent vampire hunters. Rather than waste time fighting a group that doesn't pose a threat, it's better to use them for our own purposes. You and I don't have the time or inclination to spend fully wiping out the Voidsuckers.
I'm pretty sure I have, though.
But the Vigilants... well, we can force them to waste time and resources eliminating the Voidsuckers for us.
And how do we do that?
A simple
And how do we
sleight
do
of hand.
that? And how do we do
Planted
that?
evidence. First, I'll need you to sneak into Thorntaker's home. He seems to trust you, the fool. Find his amulet of Stendar and steal it. Then go to the Voidsucker's lair, slay their clan lord, and place the amulet of Stendar somewhere obvious. The Voidsuckers will assume the Vigilants were responsible for the attack and retaliate. In the meantime, I will make arrangements to ensure that Thorntaker believes a Voidsucker agent was responsible for the theft.
But wouldn't that lead to the
That should
Voidsuckers
ensure both
attacking the
Voidsuckers
village?
and Thorntaker cease to be a hindrance to any of our activities.
Oh, man. So, you know, I've been helping you out an awful lot. I have your assurance that the Vampirum Order won't betray me once this is done.
I cannot speak for the Order as a whole. The most I can assure you is that our current goal is stability. Mistress Corellia, in particular, has a great interest in ensuring that Skyrim's vampires are united. At present, supporting you is the best way to ensure that goal is achieved. As long as that remains the case, you have our support.
So, as long as I remain useful, I'm safe. Cool, got it, thanks. Can you tell me anything else about your mistress?
I'm afraid not. Even if I desired to do so, she takes steps to ensure her underlings cannot betray her. Of course, I have no such desire. If she has taken an interest in you, I'm sure she'll make contact herself. Especially if you intend to one day visit Cyrodiil.
Well, you know, someday I would like to go
Goodbye, then.
beyond Skyrim.
Well, destroying the Voidsuckers is probably good for everyone, but I still don't like doing the Vampirum Order's dirty work for them.
See, there you go. That's a great example of now she's not going to interrupt or be interrupted. Now she's gonna wait to say these things until I'm outside of any conversation.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Oh, wait, I just got a letter from, Captain. Hold on, 1 second. I've delightful news. I've managed to finish the translation of the tablet you recovered from Sunadheim, and I believe part of it may be of interest to you. I've yet to depart from the old land, so if you're interested in furthering my studies, please come visit me. Yours, Captain Estreskis. Man, he's got so much for me. I knew there was, like, at least a decent amount of crossover material, between Tale of Blood and Snow and Heart of the Mountain, but this is way more than I expected. Also very convenient that he stepped out of his house, just like right when I came to town, right when I needed to steal his amulet. The funny thing, though, is that you don't have to be a vampire in order to complete these quests, as long as you've already completed the vampire questline in A Tale of Blood and Snow. You can be cured for this and still be acknowledged, still be allowed to do this. And fun fact, that was actually a suggestion that I made back during development, and it's really cool to see little suggestions like that come to fruition. Oh god, slaughtered the Voidsucker clan, 17 of them, so they have either respawned / repopulated the dungeon now? I think so, at least. That, or there's gonna be like a hidden section of the cave that I just haven't been to yet. Okay, I think they just respawned. I think they just repopulated, which... Man, this would have been great when I still needed to kill them and loot them. The thing I noticed, though, is that it's specifically respawning all of the original enemies from the dungeon. So, for instance, you know, the elders have respawned. The elders who I know I've killed have respawned, and it kind of reminds me of how, like, in vanilla Skyrim, Movarth outside of Morthal will respawn when the other generic enemies do, so it's probably not intended, but in some ways it just almost feels like a funny little Easter egg based on that. Oh god, okay. Oh, that is a deep breath. Alright, that's 16 out of 17, so that should just leave the clan leader now.
Quiet now.
Hello?
Fus Roda!
Clan Lord Belmar.
Your blood, by prey.
I killed him, but it's still saying defeat the leader. I have wiped them all out. I got the 17 out of 17. He's dead though, so I'm not sure. I also did try to put the amulet on him, but I can't. So they're gonna want me to put it somewhere specific then. Oh. Well, that was easy. That was convenient. I made a save, I reloaded, and that updated the objective, defeat the leader, plant Thorntaker's Amulet Center on the Voidsucker Shrine. Easy peasy. And place the amulet. What I'm gonna do is, because I didn't realize how long his questline, like the crossover quests with Blood and Snow, were gonna go, I'll turn this in, but I'm gonna kind of put a pin in the rest for right now, because I really want to get to the Hollow Palace. I've heard the Hollow Palace is long, I've heard it's a bit of a longer dungeon, so odds are I'm gonna be in there for the rest of today anyway.
Ah, you're back. I assume it went well?
Yeah, it's the second time that I've killed the elders now. It is done.
Marvelous. I've left some evidence in the village to ensure Thorntaker believes the Voidsuckers have learned his identity. This should ensure that the Vigilants eliminate the remaining Voidsuckers, while remaining blind to our presence here. This concludes my duties in the Old Lands as well. My study of the Old Blood is done, and the void suckers and dry bloods will soon be contained. Here is your pay. I'll inform Mistress Corellia of your aid, though I suspect she's already fully aware.
I have a feeling she's watching, yeah.
Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to work together again.
Is he leaving? No, I think he's just getting up so we can switch seats again. As he often does, yeah. We still have another quest for him, we still have more to do with him, and... like I said, I'm really impressed with just how much there is to do for, like, the Tale of Blood and Snow crossover quests, but we'll be back for the rest later. But I think that's a good stopping point for now. I think this is a good time to get back to the main quest. Really what it comes down to is I just really want to go into the Hollow Palace. Enter the throne room. Well, it's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be that simple now, is it? I also was not expecting the burnt corpse that's just been impaled 8 times over. I'm going to read your journal. I'm going to read this note real fast. My colleagues in the Order of the Eye believe the Old Lands are not worthy of our time to deal with. They claim I overestimate the influence of the Void seeping in, or that Namira lacks the ambitions of the more dangerous princes. They tell me not to worry about more immediate dangers, like the Cult of Sibandis or the Red Lotus. They are fools. The slow, gradual nature of the Old Lands is the very reason for its danger. The Hollow Princess has been using the power of the realm to harvest the magic of the Void since the Merethic era. They believe that because she has not acted yet, it means she never will. They miss the obvious. She, and more importantly, Namira, are waiting. The Old Lands not only freely draw on the power of the Void, they are linked directly to the Reach, bypassing the barriers placed by the Divines. The Hollow Palace is a storehouse of incredible magic, and once it is absorbed enough, they will release it all at once. A wave of death far worse than any the world has seen from the likes of Dagon or Baal. A harrow storm to cover all of Nirn. Okay, see, we got a little bit more of the ESO, Greymore, and Markarth references there. I like it. I do not know when they will have gathered enough power to do this. It may be within a year. It may not be for another 10 millennia. What does time matter to a being from beyond? Either way, I cannot allow this threat to continue. If I do not put an end to it, the blood of the future victims will be on my hands. Bypassing the barriers around the palace nearly exhausted my strength, but I cannot surrender. The Hollow Princess must fall. Yeah, I don't think that went all too well for you. I'm also
no
just...
wonder nobody's ever returned from the Hollow Palace. It's more than just a building. It's like an extension of the princess herself.
I mean, I'm fully waiting for these guys to attack me. I'm fully waiting for these armors to come to life and just start beating me. So, you know, I'm a little worried about them.
All those suits of armor. Is that what happens?
Oh,
the Hollow
God.
Princess?
Little
Forced to stand guard.
crawling through my home. I know what you seek. Countless others have tried before you. Come then. I will drag your souls into the void as I have all before you.
So much for the theory that the Hollow Princess is dead. Who was it who told me that? I think it was, Rukar, right? Well, he sounds pretty stupid now, doesn't he? I do like that I have the new statue now. I like that we have
So,
the
this is the
replacement
Hollow
statue
Palace?
now.
How does it feel to be the first mortal to enter here in centuries? Millennia?
Pretty bad. Honestly, cool, but also now that I'm here, I'm just ready to get murdered. I just want to see if I can leave. I can. This is potentially one of those situations where I wouldn't mind if they locked me in, if I was sealed in and I had to, you know, keep going until I reached the very end. And there it is, I told you! They were gonna come to life, they were gonna try and beat my ass. See? Sometimes I know what's going on. wondering if I can loot his armor. He is a little strong, I will say. I can, so I can now get the Hollow Guardian boots, the cuirass. Oh, I do like the sword. What I'll do is I'll wait. I don't want the red one. I want the green one. I want the one that's a little bit more of the traditional glass armor, you know? Oh, are we gonna have like multiple wings in here that I'm gonna have to open? Yeah, I think so. Find a way to lower the barrier blocking the throne room, which, once again, there's gonna be multiple ways to go. I saw you, I knew it! Just something about the way he was standing, something about his stance, I knew that he was gonna fight me. The ones who aren't gonna come to life are a little more, I don't know, they look more at ease. Like that guy right there, like he's not gonna attack me, but this guy, he looked like he was ready to just grab me, and that's kind of how I guessed, that's kind of just how I knew. I can't attack them before they, like, initiate combat though. Like, I can attack them and I can start beating them before they break out of their animation. And man, Audrey hit him with the paralyze and now he's just like in a fetal position too. Audrey didn't have paralyze until more recently, so I'm not entirely sure what's causing that. Or maybe it's just from all the gems I gave her to upgrade her powers. Well, I said I wanted the more traditional green glass armor, and... Oh man, what a shout. He was sitting there, he was like, oh, they don't know I'm gonna attack them, oh, they don't know that I'm gonna fight them, and just shouted him right down the hallway. That felt really good. Yeah, because their glass armor is modeled off of... It says Old Almeri, but I believe it's kind of more so modeled after the glass armor that we've seen from Morrowind. So specifically more kind of along the lines of the buoyant armature armor, and I think I can craft some of it as well. Actually, I know I can craft some of it as well, but it is nice that we're still finding some new gear too. I'm really wondering just how big the Hollow Palace is. I'm kind of heading in the direction of the markers, but this place is gonna be huge. That is a big gargoyle up there. At least I know.
When I sensed interference with the roots, I wondered who dared think themselves able to usurp me.
No, not usurping, no.
It was your creator, wasn't it, little doll?
Uh-oh.
Yes, I can see you. Did you think that paltry cloaking spell would hide you from my gaze? I am the Hollow Princess. I see all. Your creator continues to live only because I permit it. Once you fall, the roots will strangle him as well.
You want to talk about that?
Where to next?
Well, to the Hollow Princess. Oh, we got more barriers in here. Well, I don't know who's gonna have created her, but now we know that whoever created her is still alive. Border of Nothingness added to Singing Stone and Root Watch. I gotta get back there at some point and just kind of see what I've collected. See how many of the Singing Stones I've collected now. Oh, I see a Daedra. Oh, as soon as I let loose my arrow, the Reapers started moving, because why wouldn't they? Of course they would. That's just my luck. Yeah, I am definitely glad that I raised the difficulty to expert, because now that I'm in the Hollow Palace, we're now getting some harder enemies. Not specifically the Reaper, but the the Hollow Guardians are stronger, do more damage, and I definitely have to be, like, either a little more careful or a little just kind of more ready to heal up. Oh, and Hollow Guardian. Because one thing is, the armor that he's wearing, the green armor is light armor, whereas the red one that the others are wearing, that seemed to be heavy armor, so that's kind of like the distinction there. I am still just really liking my, you know, my Voskrona armor, but who knows, maybe I'll have to switch at some point. I like your shield. I don't think I've seen a shield like that before. You know what, maybe I'll loot this guy. Maybe I'll take his armor. I'm almost wondering if I'm gonna find any crafting stations in here, because it could be helpful to be able to... Oh, I didn't even see that second one there! It could be helpful to be able to improve my gear while I'm in here. Granted, I can also leave whenever, like, they didn't lock me in here. So, maybe they didn't need to put crafting stations in here at all, but... You know, the convenience of having them here, I'd be fine with that. Yeah, let me take a look at his armor. Yeah, because a Blood Guardian Cuirass is a little better than my current Voskrana armor. The boots aren't, the gauntlets aren't, the helm isn't. So, overall, the Voskrana armor is still probably better, but... Oh god, I'm nearly over-encumbered. I will grab these, and I'm gonna make you schlep some of it around. Oh god, I put a helmet in her inventory and she just went bald for a second. Oh, okay, and she's back.
Alright.
Whew. Bald Audrey doesn't exist. Bald Audrey can't hurt me. I'm realizing that with enemies in here being a little stronger, now's gonna be the time to give her all the gems that I have, which...
Thanks. Every gem helps.
Yep, 9 gems, same as before, but still... That's gonna help. And I just gave her... I gave her like all the weapons, all the armor that I don't plan on using right now.
Scramble in the dark all you like, little worms. My hollow palace is no mere castle. It is a gateway to the void itself. The darkness will devour you as it has all others who dared defy me.
One thing I like is that we're getting kind of this mix of, like, dungeon motifs, because we're getting a little bit of the Ayleid ruins, we're getting a bit of kind of the palace ruins, which I believe is kind of like a little bit of a mix of Volkihara and some other things too. You're leading me right towards the Hollow Guardian! Oh! Look at you with the pro strats! But... it makes sense, given once again that the Hollow Princess is an Ayleid. If anything, this is absolutely positively going to be the time for me to improve my gear. Like, the next chance I have, the second that I see any crafting stations, I'm really gonna need to. Also, can I loot this guy's stuff? Because, yeah, Hollow Captain Enidil looks really cool. Oh god, yeah, he hurts. Oh, am I out of potions? No, I'm not. Okay, I hit my hotkey and nothing happened, so I was really worried that I was out of my healing potions. That would have been really bad if I was. Oh, he is... Oh, he's, like, fully shielded. Okay, okay. And he's not, and he's not. So he goes, like, ethereal at moments. Got it. Oh, yes, there it is, the Hollow Commander's Cuirass, Gauntlets, Sinweaver, look at that, that's an old school Elder Scrolls weapon. Man, here I was saying, it's like, oh, you know, I don't want to take too much more because I'm over-encumbered or close to being over-encumbered, and, oh, I did not expect all of this. I'll take the arrows, I mean, thanks for the arrows. Oh god, I won't be able to carry most of this stuff, but Harrowing Reaper, conjure Hollow Guardian. I want the Varla Stone. Yeah, I don't know that, like, putting all of this in here is my favorite. I almost wish that, like, after defeating the Hollow Commander, I instead, like, then would have been able to learn how to craft it instead. I do really like how the bow looks, because it's almost like a much more ornamental ancient Nord bow. Like, it's not the same model, but it reminds me of it, and it just looks really, really cool. Yeah, we're just gonna leave most of that there for now. But now I know if I want the rest of that, or if I want more of it, I can just come back here whenever I want. Okay, and that just loops back to the first room in this cell. Well, I'm gonna need his Varla Stone for something. What I'm guessing is I'm going to need to go into the other wings, the other floors, and lower barriers from there as well. Listen, I know you're the one who's gonna fight me. You're the one who's gonna jump out and try to hug me. So I'm just knocking you down. I'm just gonna get started on you now. Imagine if they didn't even realize that I was a person. Imagine if they thought I was actually just a Voskrona, and that they were under the impression that a singular Voskrona had rang all the bells and fought through the palace. The switch refuses to budge. There seems to be a hole for something to be inserted. Well, there's a very easy joke there that I am not gonna make, but, you know, yeah, so that switch has been pressed. I still need another stone, another Varla Stone. It's nice of them to mark it, though, just because, you know, it's me, so I would absolutely get lost. I would absolutely have no idea where to go. Makes sense, we went into the upper floors, now we go into the lower floors.
Your presence honors us. The Void worship of Varla Demoth is legendary. We did not expect you would find us worth your notice.
Of course. Namira calls, and I obey. She instructed me to assist your people in fulfilling her will.
Ah, I understand. Follow, then. I will show you Namira's creation.
Okay, and we're getting some memories now. And now that we're in the lower floors, we're gonna see more of the alien ruins as well, because, you know, the Hollow Palace was built upon the ancient alien
Planting a hist
ruins.
sapling directly above where the Dark Heart slept, allowing the sapling to feed on the heart's energies. Quite clever. What inspired your ancestors to do this?
Most Saxhleel fear Sithis. They see him as an avatar of death and destruction. Our tribe is more enlightened. We listen to the hist, and we hear the truth. Emptiness allows for new creation, but as the rest of Kronkathatith rejects that truth, the hist could never shape the lands into a true paradise. And so, the hist communes with the void, seeking a new place for us to nest.
Perhaps your hist should have been more patient. Argonians have revered Sithis as a benevolent avatar of change ever since Duskfall.
Duskfall? I do not know this word. It may explain after I finish my answer. When the hist speaks with the void, Namira answers. She promises a place where we will grow. But another tribe discovers our allegiance to Sithis. They attack us, and in the chaos, our hist burns. With failing life, the hist grants us its soul sapling and tells us to flee to Skyrim, to plant the sapling in the Reach where the void feeds it.
And in time, the young hist used the power it had absorbed to turn the lands where it grew into its own demiplane. I see. Hist are indeed quite attuned to the void, and are not subject to the laws of the Divines. So that was Namira's plan, to use the Hist as a permanent link between Mundus and Namira's realm, even if the Dark Heart were to be lost.
Indeed. And we nurture the Hist. Even without a physical link to the heart, it continues to feed and grow, as Namira desires. And it says Namira bids it come here as well?
Indeed. My kingdom has long studied both Oblivion and the Void Beyond. Namira feels we can help you to nurture your Hist.
I don't like that pause that she had before help. Because one thing that I didn't realize is that the old blood is tied to the Hist has the Hist in it. I didn't realize that was a, major reveal. I didn't realize that was going to be part of what we learned from the Hollow Palace. But I did kind of learn all that already just because I did Kalish's quest and I did Capitan's quest before this.
Fascinating. Namira's corruption has warped the Hist's appearance quite dramatically. If I didn't already know this was Hist sap, I would believe it was blood. The appearance and scent are a perfect imitation. I had been wondering what story I'd tell our followers once they arrive. After all, we can't have them knowing of the Hist. They may try to claim it for themselves. Blood may be the perfect lie to tell. Though, we'll first need to ensure none of the local lizards remain to contradict my story. Round them up. We'll dispose of them all at once.
Jeez.
If that tree decides it still needs some lizards to trim its roots, we can always bring in some slaves from Blackmarsh.
The blood is Hist sap?
See, now you're all caught up.
It actually makes sense when you think of it. That would explain the roots.
Right. Which are these still good? Yep, these are still healthy. That would make sense. Oh, and this one's not. It's funny because the church, at some point the church considered the Hollow Princess to be benevolent. Some of the people in the Old Lands, at one point considered her to be benevolent, but here she is just, rounding people up, killing all the Argonians and saying well, if we need more, we'll get slaves. I'm like, damn, alright, Hollow Princess. You scary. Why do I get the feeling that I'm gonna be ambushed as I approach this?
You fiend. You lied.
Close enough.
You swore. You swore you'd not prevent us from serving the Hist.
I told no lie. You will serve the Hist. As fertilizer.
You...
Boop. Maybe it's smooth sailing. Maybe I'll be fine to grab it. Yeah, alright. I kind of like that this was just a memory section then. I'm completely fine with this just being a little bit more of a memory section, narrative section, and not having to worry about any enemies. Oh, and there are the torture tools. Yep, because you got all the bodies in here. I'm actually kind of surprised that I don't see any Argonian skeletons down here. There we go. There's the throne room, or there's the barrier lowered and we can enter the throne room. I'm a little worried. I'm a little nervous.
I guess we're lucky the Hollow Princess didn't see us as a threat before now. Imagine if she'd set all the roots in the land against us.
Yeah, I have a feeling that I'm in for a bad, bad time. I just have a sneaking suspicion that I'm gonna regret putting away some of my better gear. Because I put away Chrysamere, I put away my crossbow, I put away my most powerful stuff, and I feel like I'm just gonna get absolutely rocked without it now. I can tell that's her. I know it's her because of the dress, because it's the same dress that I saw in the memory sequence, so she's transformed.
You are most amusing. For mere insects. You have my congratulations for managing to drag yourselves all the way here. It has been some time since I've crushed such spirited worms. But matters are now at an end. I am Hana, the Hollow Princess, chosen champion of Namira, and you will fall before me!
I like to think that when she was recording all these lines that, just her neighbors could just hear her screaming, just hear her yell. It's like, man, who pissed her off? Yeah, so she's behind a barrier right now. Oh, okay, and she's just spawning all the echoes. So we just gotta take them out. Oh god, and there goes my health. I'm hoping that once we take out the echoes, that the barrier that's protecting her is gonna go down. I also don't know if there's gonna be like a limit to how many she spawns in. Like, maybe they're just gonna keep on spawning in over time. Oh god, okay. You're just floating away from me. I need to heal. Oh, do I need to heal? Audrey, can you maybe heal me? Can you maybe just kind of, keep an eye on me? Oh, dear god. Yeah. Told you I was gonna regret putting Chrism away. Told you I was gonna regret putting my crossbow away, my better armor and everything. Oh. Note to self, once I get out of here, improve my gear. Like, once we're free, once we're clear, whenever that is, I need to improve my armor, I need to improve my weapons, and just everything. Oh, did Audrey get all of them? I think she did. Audrey was nice enough to kill all of them. That is a magic beam. Okay. I'm really glad she's focused just on Audrey. Don't you look at me. Don't you look at me with your magic beam. And there goes my health. I wanted the challenge. I wanted to make things harder. I have no one to blame but myself right now. Health-wise, she's not even that bad.
This grows tedious. Perhaps you do not yet understand the truth.
Lady, I never do.
Do you think I am like those shades you faced? That my physical form can be slain like theirs?
Yeah.
I am beyond such things. I am the void. Destroy this body. Burn it in dragon fire. Crush it below the earth. It will accomplish nothing. I am the Hollow Princess. My essence is tied to the heart of this world. Namira's power flows eternally into me. Slay as many shades as you wish. It will not hurt me. But I tire of this diversion. Allow me to show you my true power!
Oh god, is she just gonna like collapse the ceiling in on us? Oh.
Damn it! Nothing's hurting her.
Well, I didn't even try, to be fair.
We need to regroup. Head for that hole in the wall.
That one right there? Okay. Hana, I'll see you later. Oh, I'm getting stuck. Oh, gotta jump over the rocks. Ooh, and to the heart of the mountain. They did it. They said the thing. Started, and they said it again. The heart of the mountain. I don't know, I think I could have taken it. I would have given it another shot, but you're the one who said, oh, we gotta go.
Well, that could have gone better. Are you all right?
Is there really no way to kill her?
It sure looks that way. As long as Namira's power is flowing into her, nothing we can do can hurt her.
Then how do we cut off her power?
From those visions we saw, I'm guessing that the Hist they talked about is the actual heart of this world. The source of the blood. It makes sense. Hist are godlike beings in their own way, and they already have a connection with the void. It's the ideal puppet for Namira. If we can kill that Hist, I assume it will cut off the flow of Namira's magic, and should send the princess straight back to the void. Of course, that's assuming we can kill the Hist. No telling what it's been turned into after millennia of Namira's corruption. Let's be prepared for anything.
But even then, the whole reason we came here was to find a solution
If the
to the
Hollow
old
Princess
blood.
was connected to the Hist all this time, she could see everything happening anywhere a root was growing. Ugh, disturbing.
But we don't know that destroying the Hist necessarily solves anything. We don't know that destroying the Hist then relieves the reliance on the old blood. We might be creating a whole other issue when you think about it. Now, we have a spell tome and we had a bow here. My guess is this is gonna be like Sarthal in the College of Winterhold, where we have to, like, burn these things? Like these little eyes almost? It's the thing of, you're gonna have flames almost no matter what, because flames is a base game spell. It's something you know just from starting the game. Like, you start with the spell. But they're putting the tome there, that way you know to use it. Oh, and hello.
Foos!
Well, here's my question.
That's the Hist?
Oh, that right there? Yep, I see it. My question is if a bow would also work, just because of the fact that there was a bow and arrow there too. It does. Okay, see? They give you a couple different ways to go. They're giving you options. That's kind of nice. Before I go down there, before I leave, I just want to see the Hist, but yep. It's the root of the world, the root of the old lands, and I feel like destroying it, I feel like doing that is going to create a whole new problem for everyone that lives here. The fact that we have the echoes of the Hollow Princess down here, it just makes me think that we're gonna find her down here too. It's not that we're just gonna come down here and destroy the Hist. Like, she's gonna be down here, she's sending her echoes down here, she's gonna be down here, just... I think we're gonna have another stage to the fight.
It's kind of scary to think how long-term the Daedra's plans are.
Yeah.
Namira got the Hist moved here in the Merithic era, knowing it would take until the 4th era to fully absorb the needed power? I can't imagine that kind of patience.
Well, that's the thing. The Daedra are eternal. They live forever. If you can live, you know, indefinitely, then your whole sense of time, your whole sense of, you know, how long something is, really, it's on a whole different scale. It's on a whole different level. Okay, so you can use anything to destroy those then, which, good to know. The only thing is it might not take shouts. I'm gonna quick save because I just have a bad feeling about this. Yep, here we go. Approach the corrupted Hist, and that is Hana. I'm ready for round 2 if you are.
This has been an amusing chase, but it ends here. For countless ages, I have guarded this Hist, helped it to feed upon the magic of the void, to tether Tamriel to the infinite darkness of Namira. The heart is nearly ready. A few meager decades more, and it will unleash the greatest harrow storm in history. The souls of every living creature in Mundus shall be ripped from their bodies and fed to the dark heart. Mundus shall be reforged into a realm fitting Namira, and I shall rule it as her loyal steward. Namira's victory is close at hand. I will not permit anyone to interfere, especially mere worms like you.
Okay, you need a different term for me now.
Be honored. Your bodies shall rest eternally in the heart of this world!
Oh, and that is a lot of eyes. Okay.
The eyes! Destroy the eyes!
Yep, way ahead of you. I'm hoping... Okay, alright. I'm hoping that means we can more directly hurt her now.
This pointless struggle.
Yeah, well, I'm real bad at following direction. Oh, I think there's phases to it, or no. All the eyes are still up, so yeah, I just gotta focus on those. If anything, I'll let Audrey focus on her, and I will just destroy... I'll destroy as many eyes as I can. I think I also just saw like a root like whip around and try to hit me. Oh god.
We'll turn your remains into a flesh garden.
I just decided to switch to slow time because I think I could really use that right now. I think that's gonna be really helpful in trying to take out some of the eyes. Oh god. There's so much exploding, just, oh man.
Princess is vulnerable.
Okay,
Come on,
alright.
let's get her.
Yeah, I'm trying. But I think she goes immune, fairly quickly, so I think that I have to go back to destroying the eyes pretty soon.
There's nothing to fear. What I have planned for your soul is far worse.
Okay, well, at first I was gonna say if death is nothing to fear, then why are you fighting so hard? But then she kept talking, so yeah. She's almost dead though, and
Damn it.
nope.
The Hist is shielding her again.
Yep.
Destroy the eyes, quick.
Okay, I figured there was no way it was gonna be that easy. There's no way it was gonna be that fast. Okay. I just want to be able to. Oh! I thought I had enough time to heal. I did not.
Damn it. The Hist is shielding her again. Destroy the eyes, quick.
Yeah, I did notice that if I climbed up here onto this route, I can dodge a little bit more damage, which is admittedly kinda nice.
There. She's weakening.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I don't need to destroy as many eyes this time, maybe? Oh, but I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna run on in there. I'm gonna try to get her. I'm not sure how many phases there are gonna be, but hold on, stagger. Nope. Oh, I don't think I staggered her there. Okay. Yeah, because at no point does she really have too much health either.
One more time. We can
Oh,
do
okay.
this.
Yep.
Destroy
Whoop.
those eyes.
I know. If you want to target them too, that'd be great, Audrey. I can't be responsible for everything out here, you know? Is she corporeal again?
Jesus,
Oh, yep,
pointless
okay,
struggle.
yep. That just hit me. That just whipped me. But no, she is corporeal again. Okie dokes, and that's a lot of damage, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get her. Stagger, heal. Oh my god. For what?